I see it. I'm like, where is it? Let's see. No one's in here. I know this was a random live, so. Okay, now let's start packing. I'm gonna need a long box for that. It's kind of narrow. What's up, two people? How's it going, DW? You're the only one in here. What's up, 7 people? How's everyone doing? Oh, we got 7 people real quick, all at once. Stacia, how are you? Brian, hi. Smarter than your average, how's it going? DW. I'm just packing. I have 8 orders that I have to pack. There's 17 in here now. How's everyone doing? So I was like, Will, you should go live. So I'm here. And of course it's probably going to be a little loudy because... A little loudy. Just making up words. A little loud because I am packing. Andrea says, what are you... Oh, okay, so smarter than your average. This is Open Mind. I just changed my name. Okay. Yeah, I did make it to a few Goodwills. I got a few things. Andrea, I sold just little odds and ends. I sold this decanter. I'm kind of getting away from as much glass. I don't think this sold for a whole heck of a lot, but it has the pretty etched flowers. So that's probably the hardest thing I have to pack today. So I usually start with the hardest items first, which is going to be that piece because it's glass. But in general, I am just not going to be picking up as much glass because I'm just not, it's more tedious. You have to worry about it breaking, and I go through phases. I say that now, and then I'll be back into the glass. I kind of think it's just my way of giving myself a break from the glass. So I just take breaks from it. Especially if you have something break, you kind of feel really bad about it. So what's everyone else doing this Sunday afternoon? So DW says, how long have I been thrifting? I've been thrifting since, well, I guess reselling I've been doing since 2013. Thrifting on and off as long as I can remember with my mom. So that's how I'm packing this decanter. Lots of bubble wrap. This is going to protect the top of it. That's the plan. And then, of course, put some bubble wrap on that as well. So DW is one of my moderators, so if you see anything not appropriate in the chat, he is able to block, delete, and take care of that. So Sasha says, getting ready to go to a banana split party. Oh, well that sounds like fun. A banana split party. So how does that work? Do you just, you put like all the different toppings out and everyone can make their own personalized banana split? That's what I picture in my head. That actually sounds pretty cool. I don't know exactly where you're from, Stacia, but it's like, it's turning fall here. I don't know if this box is going to be wide enough for this decanter. That kind of makes me nervous. I think I maybe can make that work. Yeah, that's better. That was cutting it a little too close. So she said, yep, setting up a banana split bar. I'm in Ohio. Oh, okay. So you know, you can tell the weather is definitely changing here in Ohio. That sounds like fun. Sabas. Tongue. Have no clue what that means. I think we're going to have a lot of people just passing through, scrolling on YouTube, coming into the live. Hey Joan, how are you? I did watch your video with you. You were kind of decluttering your cabinets, and I was thinking to myself, you would probably do very well if you did some sales on your channel, I would imagine. Thanks, good to see you also. You missed, I showed the decanter, but I got it all wrapped in bubble wrap now. So I just came on, I'm not staying on long, I just came on because I'm packing. I had 8 orders that came in. It's a lot of work, Joan, so I'm not even going to sit here and... I haven't done a live sale. I've done the on live sales, and that's a lot of work, so... Oh, maybe that's a thought. Maybe you should try the on live sale. And you just do a video and post your items, and everybody just pays you right through PayPal or whoever, and ship it off. But it is work. because some people, I think the last one I had a person that did not pay, and then you have to wait to get everyone's information. I'd rather people just kind of go through my eBay store and buy stuff. But I do it when I can. And I know this is loud. I apologize. I apologize. Shout out to anyone who's watching that's from Amy's channel, Yoso Boho. I appreciate her mentioning me a few times on her channel. I really appreciate that. She really knows her stuff. She's really good at what she does. And I enjoy watching her videos. So Joan said, the live sales are a lot of work, but it's nice money. I made $1,400 in one night before. Yeah, I know. I should try it. It's just finding the time to do it. And I'll be honest with you guys, about time I get home from work during the week, I mean, some of those people I see on there at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night I personally just don't feel like doing that. And I don't know how good on live sale would be like an afternoon day, you know, so I don't know. But I'll keep thinking about it. Yeah, Amy is really, she's really good. She really knows her stuff. So I think this is enough packing material for the decanter. So, okay. Oh, Joan said, let me know if you do it. I will announce it. Have a friend come over and help. It will be much easier. Yeah, like keeping track of just what sale and who it's sold to and all that. That's a thought. I don't know why I don't feel like I have good stuff for not on live sales, but for a live sale. Like, I don't really know. I wouldn't necessarily want to ship out a bunch of glass stuff, but so let me write what this is, because it's amazing how fast you'll forget what's in each box when they start to pile up. So there's our decanter. So guys, I've been going through I have 2 more days with the grand girl. She's going on a birthday cruise, then going home. Oh, that sounds fun. She's been there for a while. Well, I'm glad I'm glad you had several weeks to spend time with her. I'm sure that was really nice. She's like your mini me. I think she looks so much like you, Joan. Oh, I'm not even showing you guys what 9 weeks her parents are really missing her. Yeah, I'm sure. That's a long time. I sold these little, I thought they were unique. They're like different locations. Yeah, Joan, she really does. She's definitely your mini-me. I think I got these when I went to Abby Ann's thrift store. I know we've seen Abby's a lot on Amy's channel, so I got those. I think I paid like $3 each for them. They sold for 30 bucks, So that wasn't a bad return. Easy to ship. See, I'm all about this kind of stuff. It's metal. I don't have to worry about anything breaking. So I just put them in the bubble wrap. They're small, easy, ready to go. Put them in a small box. It's funny how eBay works. It truly is, because my sales were really slow. Oh, I know what I was going to say earlier. And since I've been going back through all my inventory, I've been going through all my shelves, and I haven't even went halfway through them, guys. I've relisted over 100 items that have been sitting on my shelves, just sitting there. And I haven't even begun to go through these shelves. So I'm just talking about, there's that door there. I have a little room back there. Well, wait, is that the right door? I don't think. Anyway, this door back here. That's a small room with my other shelves, and I'm halfway through that room, and I've relisted over 100 items. And just by relisting those items, sales have picked up in my eBay store. Not even those items that I relisted, like just other random stuff. So there's definitely truth to that. eBay likes people who are constantly listing. I think they promote your store more. So yeah, so anyway, most of this stuff out here is listed because this is newer inventory. But I'm still gonna just go through every shelf and just make sure, because you never know. Let's see. Thrift Queen. And if anyone's watching and you're not familiar with Joan over on Thrift Queen Vlogs, check her channel out as well. She is a thrifter as well. I don't know if you're going to be doing a lot of thrifting now, but you still got a lot of good stuff you can show us. So still go check her channel out if you're not familiar. So Joan said, let Amy know if you have a live sale. I know she will announce it. Oh, yeah, Amy probably would, for sure. I really need to list on eBay. I have a garage full of stuff to get rid of. I have be donating. Yeah. Do you have an eBay account, Joan? We have 9 people watching. It's fluctuating a lot, guys, but can we get 9 thumbs up? Joan says, I have been trying to thrift. The prices in Texas are crazy. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Even here, it's like, you know, the Goodwills hoard all the good stuff behind the cash register. I don't know. But I do find, that's why I do watch a lot of different resellers, because even just stuff I've learned watching Amy, things I never even would look at before. And so there's still, if you kind of know and learn what you're looking for, there's still money to be made right off the shelves. But yeah, unfortunately, Goodwills pull all the good stuff. Well, most of it that they can. But yeah, it's pretty tough. And I don't do a lot of garage sales. I said I was going to try this summer, but I'm not really sure what happened with that. Oh yeah, Stacia's always, I always see her in the comments. I do, but I forgot the password. Yeah, you got to get your password. And eBay's really funny with that password. Like, you got to go through a bunch of verifications, and they're really good with their security. Let's see. These are the metal figures. So anyway, I figured I would pop on while I'm packing orders, and I think when I'm done here, I'm going to. I have a craving for bean soup, but just a simple bean soup. I don't know. I've been craving that, and I had a piece of ham in the freezer, so that's going to be my meat. I'm just going to cut up the ham, beans, onions. I think I got a green pepper I should probably use. I'll probably throw that in there. I might have some carrots. What do you guys think about carrots and bean soup? I pulled up a recipe today. I don't know if I've ever put carrots in bean soup. I mean, I guess I'm not against it, but I don't think I ever thought to do that. But anyway, I do have some carrots I should probably use, so I don't know. I might do that. I don't know. This was another sale. As you can see, that's the theme. Small, easy, shipping cost stays low. Still new with this tag. I'm not familiar with it, but some of you may be. And it's new. It's vegan. So, yeah. So DW said, I never heard of peppers in bean soup. Like a green pepper. All right, so let's pack that. But no one mentioned the carrots. Carrots in bean soup. I mean, truthfully, you can put whatever you want in your soup, whatever veggies you enjoy. But the carrots kind of remind me of like a veggie soup, I guess. So I don't know. I'm still on the fence with that. I think I'm going to put this wallet right in a poly bag, which is definitely going to keep the shipping costs down. So Joan said, I saw that when you picked it up. Cute wallet. Yeah, I've had it for a few months. That's when I picked up those gargoyle glasses, I believe. I think that was the same trip, and those sold for over $300. I wasn't familiar with gargoyle sunglasses. So Jerome said, I'm sure carrots would be good. I never had it. I think I'll make some bean soup this week. Yeah, I don't know. DW says, are you thinking store-bought peppers or homegrown ones? Well, I have some homegrown peppers. I might put some of those in the bean soup. That might be good. I don't think they're not hot. Yeah, those glasses were really good. They were really good. I think the glasses were from, is it from the Terminator movies? I think they're the glasses he wore in the movie, so that's why they were so popular. I knew the glasses looked familiar, but I wasn't familiar with that gargoyle name, so I was not familiar with that. So anyway, of course, with bean soup, I have to have cornbread. So I'm thinking bean soup, cornbread. And I mean, that could be a whole meal. I would be happy with just that. That would be good for me. And you know, the beans, It's hard to make just a little bit of beans, so it'll be enough for leftovers. It sounds like something may have just sold, guys. But I don't want to look at it because I might end the live. So yeah, let me just weigh that in 6 ounces. 6 ounces wallet. I tell you what, guys, this is the part I dread. The packing. Of course, the fun part is the shopping, but that's why I thought maybe I'll go live and then you guys can help me get the stuff packed. Because that's the part I dread. Let's see. Yeah, that was a good day. I read that. Joan says, I'm going to run. We are taking the baby to the pool. I'll chat with you later. Thanks for popping in, Joan. Enjoy your day at the pool. It's kind of too cool for the pool now here in Ohio. So these sold. Little Tupperware cups, fall colors. And they have a little lid that goes on top. So I picked these up because I had never seen them before. So got those. So let's pack those. They're plastic, so I don't really have to worry about them breaking. But I'm still going to wrap them so they're protected. Just so they're not like banging around during shipping. Actually, I'm gonna just keep the lid and the cups together. I think I can wrap them like this. So what else is going on, guys? What are you guys up to? Has anyone found any awesome thrift finds lately? Any big dollar thrift finds out there? I'm trying to think the last biggest... Oh, I did have a pretty decent thrift find recently. It's not the most exciting thing, but I paid $3 and it sold for $80. I don't... Did you guys see that video yet? I think you did. I can't remember for sure, but if you didn't, I guess this is an exclusive. So I sold that Bluetooth leveler that I just thrifted, and $3. I had no clue what it was, but some type of Bluetooth leveler that you use for your RV, and it connects with your phone, and it tells you if your camper RV is level. So that was really cool, and it sold, like, I think it sold in less than a week. So it was just a $3 investment, and it sold for $80. Once again, it was a small item to ship, easy to ship. I tell you guys, that's what I'm leaning towards these days. Easy peasy. And other than that, I think my biggest sale I've had this year was probably, yeah, I guess the sunglasses was probably the biggest sale I had this year. I mean, yeah, $300 for, I paid $1, guys. I don't think the employees had opened up the sunglass case, because that's what had caught my attention, was the sunglass case, and I seen that gargoyle logo on the case, which I didn't even know what that was at the time. But I felt the case and it felt like good quality. And then I pulled the glasses out. Well, anyway, they were only $1. They sold for $300. Now, if I could make sales like that on a regular basis, That would be really nice. That would be great. But the reality is, it doesn't happen. I think I could fit these 4 cups right in this box. I think that's what we're going to do. I have a ton of packing material. Where do you guys get your packing material that are watching, that are resellers? I keep everything. I keep all my Amazon boxes. I keep just everything. I keep all my plastic grocery bags. I use all this stuff to package with. Plus, my parents save their newspapers. Also, I keep all of that stuff. And I have so much of it because I haven't been selling a whole lot of breakable items. So it's really starting to pile up here, but it's better to have too much than not enough. And I'm not too concerned about it because Christmas is right around the corner, and that's why I don't worry about slow sales throughout the year either. I just look at it as I'm just getting my store stocked for Christmas, you know? Because if you're listing decent stuff, everyone usually picks up around Christmas time. So we're going to put these cups in here. I think this is going to work out nice. I am kind of paying attention to what I'm packing because there's nothing worse than getting an email message that your customer has received the wrong item. And that has happened, especially with clothing. So, we don't want to send people the wrong stuff. So, I mentioned I'm having bean soup and I'm thinking cornbread. I don't know what else. That might be it. What are you guys having for dinner? What's for dinner today? And like I said, I apologize. I am packing eBay orders, so you will hear paper noise and tape noise. So hopefully it doesn't drive you too crazy. Two kinds of treasure. Two kinds of treasure. Are you new to the channel? Stacia, that is dinner. Banana split, that's gonna be dinner. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see, two kinds of treasure. I think I just said, are you new to the channel? No, watched you for years. Okay, well, I apologize for that. I know your name and everything sounds familiar, but we have a lot of newer people on the channel as well. So, you're having fried potatoes. Oh, that sounds good. Fried potatoes are delicious with... Oh, you're telling me... Oh, fried potatoes. Do I have potatoes? I might have... Actually, I might have one potato. And then I think I might have some left over, like the mini potatoes. So I don't know. I like fried potatoes. Do you like them like fried potatoes with onion? I love fried potatoes with onion as well. That's like my favorite way. Let's see. These are Tupperware. See, I almost forgot just that quick what I just packed. So yeah, let's write that on there. Yeah, I think fried potatoes and onions is the best. Very, very simple side dish. Okay, so that was the Tupperware cups. Okay, let's pack something easy now. This is the Boot Heel Saloon. I pretty much picked this up for the graphic. I thought that was pretty cool. Not necessarily my style, but I knew somebody would like it. I think that was listed less than a week. Less than a week, and I think it was a great size, like a 2XL. So, yeah. So how I normally pack shirts is I just fold it up, and usually I just grab a storage bag. So it has like protection during shipping, so just in case the bag gets damaged during shipping, it has an extra layer of protection. So that's what I do. And I use the 11 by 11 poly bags. I can't think of the mil number, but I don't go with the real thin. They usually hold up pretty good. I usually put links to all my Amazon purchases under my videos if anyone's ever interested. If you do click on those links, whether you buy something or not, that's on those links, I do get a small, very small percentage pay from Amazon. But yeah, I created a storefront with all my favorite items, and you can see stuff that I use for reselling. I need to update it because I've bought new lights and different things since then, so I probably should update that. Okay, so this is the Boot Saloon tee, we'll call it. Boot Saloon t-shirt. And I can just weigh it now. So 11 ounces. Okay, now that's ready to go. And the next clothing piece I sold, I don't know if I'm going to get to listing any clothing today. I'm not really sure. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1:30 p.m.
Okay, it's only 1:30, so we're doing okay. So I sold these. I always pick up these shorts, the cargo shorts with all the pockets, kind of like vintage Y2K shorts, I call them. They still sell, so I grab them. So we're gonna put that in. Let's see if we can make this work. So once again, you have a great day also. 2 kinds of treasure. Thanks for stopping in. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to grab a poly bag. It's going to go right in here like that. So I appreciate you guys popping in with me. This was a unplanned live, so I don't expect people to just stop their whole day to watch me pack orders, but just popping in and leaving and saying hi is completely all right. And more than likely, I'm going to leave the replay up, so if you're rewatching this, feel free to leave comments below the video, especially if you're new to the channel. If you do watch up until this point, I would appreciate you guys subscribing to the channel and try to help the channel grow. Our goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers, so we're getting there slowly but surely. We're getting there. And I don't mind the channel having a slower growth because I rather have people here that actually watch the channel than people here that don't. It just works out better that way. So let's write what we have here before we forget. So these are khaki shorts. Okay. And let's weigh it. Those shorts are kind of heavy. 1 pound and 3 ounces. 1 pound and 3 ounces. So there's that. I got a couple more things to pack. We're getting there slowly but surely. We have 5 people in the chat. So if you haven't given the video a thumbs up, please go ahead and do that. Okay, so I sold this Airflow High Sierra bag. It's like a hiking bag, travel bag, and it has a water compartment in there. So this took a while to sell. Would I pick something up like this again? I don't know, unless it's brand new with tags. I think maybe that's why it took so long to sell, because, you know, it's a pouch, you drink out of it, and maybe people were a little leery. But as you can see, it's brand new. This was never used. So I don't think I would pick up one of these if it was used. So, yeah. Oh, Deborah. How's it going today, Deborah? Glad you were able to pop in. So anyway, that's sold, so let's get that packed. How's it going, Deb? I'm just packing some eBay orders. I had like 8 orders, and I thought, you know what, I will go live for a little bit just while I'm packing. As soon as I'm done packing, I'm going to get off of here because I have some other stuff I need to do. And packing orders is my least favorite thing to do. So I figure if I can pop in and talk to you guys while I pack, it's a win-win. So that's where we're at. Deb said, I'm glad I got you on, got you a live stream. I'm good. Good to hear that. Yeah, I hadn't realized when I seen you on the live, I went to look and I said, you know what, I haven't seen Deb in a while. So I was glad I caught your live. Hi, Melody. Melody says hi from Greensburg, PA. How's it going today? I think I'm going to need a bigger poly bag for this. Melody, I'm just on here live while I pack eBay orders. I had like 8 orders, and I thought I would just come on and say hello. So this wasn't planned. It was just a spare of the moment. Because I knew it was going to take me a little bit of time to pack. Especially that many orders. So after I'm done with this, I think I am going to start the bean soup because, number one, they're dry beans and they're going to have to cook for a few hours. So I think I better get that going, like, or I could put the beans in my pressure cooker. That will speed up the process a lot. So I might just do that also. So I don't know yet. Yeah, the pool's about to be closed down. I'm starting that pool closing process this week. A couple days it's been 60s and 50s, and the water doesn't recover as good when it's that cold, even with the solar cover. I think I checked the temperature Friday I checked it, and the pool was only 78. A little cool for me. I prefer at least 82, 84. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm going to be closing that down sooner than later. Some people have heaters. I have not made that investment, but that will extend your pool time a lot. We're just going to call that travel bag. That's what we're going to do there. Whoa. And I sold a pair of Under Armour pants. Pretty much look brand new. Large size, like 3XL. Those sold within maybe a week. They sold really fast. So we're gonna pack these up. I did spend a lot of time in the pool this summer, so I don't feel too bad about it. I mean, we had a lot of 90-degree days. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you're just now coming in, I'm just packing eBay orders. I'm not going to be here very long to hold you guys. I appreciate everyone who's taken time to pop into the live because it was not planned. I just thought, you know what? This will help me get through packing these orders. And it is. It's helping. I appreciate it. Oh, Melanie says, did you give yourself another haircut recently? Looking good. I did. I cut my hair. I don't know. I cut it last week sometime. Yeah, the middle of last week maybe. Yeah, it's starting to kind of grow in already, but yeah, I just keep it short. Simple, easy buzz cut. Takes me like 5-10 minutes to cut my hair. Nothing fancy. Deborah says the temperature here in Connecticut has been between 70 and 80. Yeah, I didn't realize you lived in Connecticut, Deb. You're not that far. Yeah, I do. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like fall's coming in kind of fast. I was kind of surprised how many trees were losing their leaves already. So it seems that way, but maybe not. Okay, guys, so what did I just pack? Oh, those were the Under Armour pants. Okay. Under Armour pants. Yeah, I gotta stay on top of that. And we'll put a sticker on there. Deb said, yes, fall is going to be here fast. Yeah, I just feel like it's, I guess maybe because it was so hot, we just went from like 90s to, high 70s. But it does feel really nice. I was in the sunroom earlier, and I do like the cooler, refreshing air. So after I get all my stuff done and get the soup going, I think, I don't know. Well, I was thinking I might go back out in the sunroom, but actually, maybe I'll start listing. It's always listing I can do with eBay. It's like, but I really don't have a whole lot because I'm not picking up as much as I used to. I'm just not. So I think this is our last item we have to pack, guys. So that wasn't bad. See, talking to you guys at the time just flew by. And just instead of me standing here dreading the whole process of packing. So anyway, these sold. I did not see a marking on them that says anything in particular. I'm always looking for the Baldwin name, but they did have a great weight to them. I thought they were a nice size, so I grabbed them. And they sold. I can't remember exactly what they sold for, but they sold. So, and I'm not quite sure how I want to wrap those. I think I'm going to wrap them something like that. I think that's what we're going to do. So as I was saying, guys, for whoever's in the room, I have been going through my inventory, and for those of you who have been here, I have the small room in the back where I keep a lot of my inventory. And I've went through, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I might have 6 or 7 shelves in that room. I went through just 4 shelves. I've relisted over 100 items that were not even online. They just fell off over time, or maybe they got accidentally deleted. I don't know exactly what happened, but I've relisted over 100 items of inventory that I have here at home that's just been sitting there, and it would have never sold. And what's funny is, just by relisting those items, it created sales of other items that were already online. And plus, I did sell a few items that were relisted. So, yeah, if you're a reseller, you may want to take some time to go through your inventory and make sure it's all still active. It's kind of a pain, and it takes time. But I just do a little bit at a time, and I just do it by one unit, one shelf at a time, and it's been working out. Regina, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Regina has a great channel as well. Check her out. I've actually been watching Regina for quite a while, actually. But she has a lot of good topics that she does discuss, and I enjoy listening to those. So check her channel out. And Melody says, have you given yourself some downtime and relax on your hammock? Yes, I have, actually. Today's actually a good hammock day because it is nice and cool and we're out. So maybe once I start the soup and get the soup going, I might go on the hammock. I say that, but then there's a few things I would like to get listed. I don't have a lot of stuff to list, but, you know. So, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll take tomorrow as just a day to relax. But I did relax yesterday, too. So, it's, you know. I'm actually playing a little catch-up today because I did kind of relax yesterday. Majority of the day. So that's how I packed those. I think that's secure. They're not going to break. They're brass. So we just need a small box for those. I think this one might work. So let's see. Regina said, oh, okay, so Regina said, oh, well, let me go back. Did I miss that? Melody says, good advice. Mine is pretty stagnant. I haven't been motivated to list. Yeah, I go through those phases too. But I guess that cha-ching sound helps my motivation. I'm like, oh, great. I'm getting something else out of here, off the shelves. I don't know. Maybe Melody, just try. I usually, when I get unmotivated like that, maybe try to list like 1 or 2 items a day. Then I feel like that's not a lot of pressure. And you think about 1 or 2 items a day, that adds up over a whole week. And I feel like that's kind of doable. Snap a couple pictures. And I don't know, it's a thought. Oh, Regina said you were one of first YouTube friends. Yeah. I used to watch you back when I tried this YouTube thing the first time, and then I left, and I'm back. But I won't do that again because it's too hard to rebuild your subscribers. That is for sure. It is very, very hard. Not easy at all. Regina said, that's what I used to do. I'm taking a break from... Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed you hadn't been speaking of reselling. So you're not doing any reselling at all? Oh, wow, Regina, thank you for the $4.99. I think you're the first one that's ever done that before. That's pretty cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, this YouTube thing is hard. I haven't even received a YouTube check yet since I've been on here, so... And I have quite a few videos. But yeah, it's not easy. But I enjoy doing it, just sharing. Yeah, Regina said, no, it's too much right now. It is a lot of work. It's definitely a lot of work. Sourcing the items, cleaning the items, packing the items. It's a job. You gotta truly want to do it because sometimes you're not making a whole lot of money from it unless you're lucky enough to source items that resell for really good money. But if you're just trying to make a few extra bucks like I am, it is time consuming because you have items that maybe don't make as much money. So to make it worth your while, you got to kind of list more, and it's the whole thing. So I get it. Yeah, I'm sure, Regina, with your commute to work and just all that family, church stuff, yeah, your schedule's pretty full. So reselling can take up a lot of time. Okay, so what did I just pack? Candlestick holders. Candlestick holders. So that was all 8 items. It really wasn't that bad since I was on here with you guys. So I'm going to sit here and I can probably move you guys over. So once I get everything, once I put all my shipping labels on, I'll probably wrap up the live. We've been on like an hour. See, it took me an hour to pack 8 items. So it can be time consuming. And that was like not even all breakables. So breakables take even longer. Another reason why I'm not picking up as many breakables. It's just very time consuming. So I will move you guys here. And I can pack. I don't know where to move you guys. Let's see if I can make this work. Deb says, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping in, Deb. I appreciate it. And Melanie says, I enjoy your cooking videos. Thank you. I haven't made one recently. I don't know if I should just make the bean soup its own video or I just add it into my day in the week vlog, which is probably what I was leaning towards. Because I feel like those videos do better than just a cooking vlog, just a cooking video. So I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just going to sit these here and try to create some room. And let's print some packing labels, or shipping labels, not packing labels. I don't know about you guys, but I make most of my sales on the weekends. I have a few that trickle in during the week, but mostly on the weekends, and I'm guessing that's because that's when people are off from work. How are your folks doing? They're doing good. I speak with them quite often to make sure they're doing good, and I'm over there with my parents very often to help them do yard work and different projects around the house. So they're doing good, which is I'm very thankful about. Very thankful about that. Okay, so the first item is the Faded Glory shorts, which are the cargo shorts. So let's go ahead and get the label for that. So let's see, poly bag, 11 by 11, 1 pound, and 3 ounces. So I'm getting the rates now. Okay. So I don't know. I ship everything through Pirate Ship. I don't know what you guys are using, but I've been using Pirate Ship for years. They seem to have the best rates. So that's who I've been using. I know sometimes eBay has better rates too, but I just use Pirate Ship. So there's one. So what's going on here? Someone's saying it's disheartening to hear you gripe about eBay selling. You spoke once how it helped pay off your truck. Okay, so I don't think I'm griping. I just mentioned that the packing the orders is not my favorite part of it. So that's why I came live, because it just helps pass the time. But I'm definitely not griping. That's just my personal opinion as far as the reselling. Everyone has their favorite part of reselling. Some people like to thrift. Some people do enjoy packing. Some people enjoy cleaning the items. So I think everyone has their opinion. Pam Cliff says, hi, just recently subscribed. I enjoy watching. Thank you, Pam. Welcome. Yeah, trust me, if I did not enjoy this, I wouldn't do it. I don't have to do it. It's because I enjoy it. It's a hobby. So let's see. That was the shorts. The next item is the High Sierra Airflow backpack. And that is this item. And I do have siblings, keeping it real. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and they are older. £1, 12 ounces. £1, 12 ounces. And actually, that's going to be a little bit longer. That's going to be 14. We're going to put 14 by 8. Just so the post office does not say anything. One thing about you definitely want to have, you definitely want to have your measurements and your shipping amounts correct when it comes to shipping your items. Just save yourself a lot of headaches. Ivan, I had 8 orders and they're all packed now. I popped on a little bit like an hour ago, and it was not planned just to get things packed. But I had 8 sales, which is really good for me. Yeah, I'm just a small part-time. I think I have maybe 700 and some items listed, so not bad. And I was saying earlier that I'm going through all my inventory, and I recently found 100, at least close to 100 items not listed that I just recently got relisted. So it does pay to go through your inventory every once in a while to see if everything is still listed, because sometimes it accidentally gets deleted, or it expires, or it just falls offline because it's been on there for years. So okay, the next item is the Under Armour running pants, which are right here. And let's see, how much do those weigh? 13 ounces. And I mentioned earlier I use Pirate Ship for my shipping, so they seem to be the most reasonable. Melody says, I used Pirate Ship for a couple of years, but found eBay now has the very same prices as Pirate Ship. I download the QR codes and take them to the post office. Oh. So you can print out, like if you have, say you have 8 sales like I have, you can just print out all 8 QR codes and then take it to the post office, and then they print the shipping labels and do all that stuff. Okay. That's pretty convenient. Especially if you are a high volume seller, which I'm not, but if you have a lot, that would be convenient. Oh, Melanie says you don't have to print the QR code. You just save it as a screenshot on your photo gallery. Oh, so that's even more convenient. Well, that's neat. I've never used that option. Never used it. It's amazing how you'll kind of get stuck in your routine, you know? Especially, and eBay's always coming out with new ways to do things. So the next item, and I'm saying this out loud for myself and to really just keep track. So the next item I'm about to print a label for is the, let me double check, the Tupperware stackable coffee cups. And that is this box. Because like I said, guys, I have accidentally shipped the wrong items to people. And we don't want to do that. Because it's not, sometimes it's not worth having it shipped back, and it's just a pain. 5 inches. And this is 1 pound, 1 pound and 8 ounces. Thank you, Regina, for that. Double tap the screen. We still have 8 people in here watching. That's awesome. I wasn't really expecting maybe anyone. Okay, so let's print this label. Printer error. Okay, why do we have a printer error? We do not need printer problems right in the middle of printing labels. There it goes. I'm like, Matt, right now it's not the best timing. Let's see. Put that there. I usually block or any extra labels that are on here. Any information that has nothing to do with my order. Yeah. And I reuse boxes. That has not been a problem for me because boxes can be expensive. Even though if you're a larger seller, you can write off all that expenses on your taxes. But for me, I may not even have to deal with that if I don't. I think they moved the threshold back to 20,000 or 200 transactions, I believe, before you'll receive a 1099. But don't quote me. Check it for yourself. But I usually don't sell that much. So let's see. This next item is the Boot Heel Saloon T-shirt. And that is this one right here. So I'm going to double check my weight to make sure that's right. So 11 ounces. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to put the beans in the pressure cooker because it's 2 o'clock already. So no one really has time for beans to cook for hours. So I definitely think I'm going to use the pressure cooker. Okay. So let's print this out. We got 8 people still in the chat. So what are you guys up to on this Sunday? What are you guys doing? Okay, the next item is the Boston Terrier vegan leather wallet. That is right here. I actually have another large order that sold. They have not paid yet. I sold a huge lot of vintage bud vases. Something else I'm not looking forward to packing, but yeah, that sold. They have not paid, so I will worry about that once it is paid for. And hopefully they do pay, because people have been known not to pay on eBay as well. Doesn't happen often, but it has happened. Okay, so um, Melody says, "Are you using dry beans? If so, did you soak them overnight or for a number of hours?" No, that's why I think I'm gonna have to use the pressure cooker, because it was kind of a thought that I had today. Um, I guess worst case scenario, I could take the beans out and soak them today, and I could cook them tomorrow. And then that will be the first thing I do in the morning. That's very possible also. So I do have an option, but then that means figuring out something else for dinner. So yeah. Okay, so the next item is the hand-blown Romania glass decanter. So that would mean figuring out something else for dinner. So what is that going to be? I kind of had a really heavy breakfast. Like really heavy. I was craving pancakes. So I got the hot cake breakfast from McDonald's, and I feel slightly guilty about that, but I don't do it very often. Um, so it could be a lighter dinner, that's for sure. Hand blown decanter. So something else must not have been paid for that I packed. And I think it's these candlesticks. So maybe they haven't paid yet because their shipping label's not coming up on here. Well, that's okay. At least it's packed. I won't have to worry about it. 14, 10, and let's see. We'll go with 9. And this is 3 pounds and 4 ounces. That box is kind of large for that decanter, but I like to have a little cushion for the shipping so it doesn't get damaged. Yeah, see, I won't be picking up decanters anymore. Unless maybe they're smaller ones, but I just don't think so. Unless it's something really just like, oh my god, I gotta buy that. But just a lot of glass and stuff. I'm just not gonna pick it up as much. I'll never say never, but just not as much as I used to. That's why it's so nice to learn about other items to resell that are safer to ship. Okay, so the last shipping label that's coming up for me is the Drunk Metal Men, which are in this box, and then the gold candlestick holders. Obviously, they have not paid for these yet, even though I pulled the order and packed it. So that will sit there until they pay. So Melody suggests, I know you like balsamic and you have lots of tomatoes from the garden. Ever consider making a Capri salad? Is Capri salad, what kind of cheese do you need with that? Mozzarella, I think. I don't know if I have any mozzarella cheese. That does sound good. Well, even if I don't have the cheese, I could still make a tomato salad. That'll be the start. And then a protein. We might be onto something there. And then take the beans out and soak the beans, because I know it's better if you soak them than to try to rush and cook them from a hard state, because it seems like even when you do that, they're still not very soft. That's an idea. I do have a lot of tomatoes, and I have a lot of peppers that I pulled, so I could make a tomato salad. Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. 9. So I would have to thaw something from the freezer. 6. And let's see, which is not a big deal. It's still early enough to be able to do that. 6 and 3. Yeah, I thought it was the mozzarella. I think I have Swiss, but they sell it. They sell it in a big ball at Aldi. Oh, so that's probably that real fresh mozzarella. I think I've had that before. 1, 6. Okay. So this is the last shipping label, guys. And we have all of our orders packed. This one is waiting for when it's paid. Actually, that means I have 2 orders that need paid for. So, fingers crossed they pay. Oh, a BLT. That could be an option. I believe I have bacon in the freezer. A BLT. That sounds good. That sounds good. That sounds easy. That sounds quick. Great idea. All right, well, I see there's still 6 people, 7 people in the chat, so I appreciate all you guys that showed up today, because it was not a planned live, and I appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I packed orders. We got all 8 orders packed, and it took over an hour and 20 minutes. And that was with me actually packing the whole time. So it's definitely a little time consuming. So, sorry that one person felt that I was griping. I wasn't griping. I was just expressing that packing orders isn't my most favorite part of reselling. That's all. And that's true. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I'll try to do some more lives here and there whenever time permits. But if you're watching the replay, I appreciate you. If you stumbled upon the channel, please consider subscribing. And happy thrifting, guys. And I will see you guys in another video real soon. Thanks for the tips for dinner. The BLT does sounds like a good option, actually. So anyway, I'm going to run, guys. I got a few other things I got to do, so I will catch up with you guys a little bit later. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.